Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the Americanadian Gamer, and welcome to my 4,000 subscriber video. 4,000 subscribers, just hit it right now, 4,000. I just got it, and you think after the fourth time, you know, the feeling would be kind of diminished, that it wouldn't be as exciting, but it doesn't get old. Every little milestone is always incredibly exciting and makes you feel incredibly rewarded and incredibly happy about everything that's happened in the past few months, and I'm so happy. Thank you all so much for supporting me and subscribing and being a part of this, and thank you. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough to actually see my channel progressing. Because a lot of people do hit that 1,000, 2,000 mark, but a lot of people don't really get a lot farther than that, and I know 4,000 is still incredibly small and minuscule on the YouTube scale, but it is still just, it's awesome. I'm at a loss for words right now. I thought about what I wanted to say, but I just can't remember. I'm just so happy. I am so happy right now, and everything everything feels right now. Everything feels great, and I can't thank all of you enough. I can't thank all of you enough for subscribing, watching the videos, telling friends, or just liking them, supporting them, just everything. There's no words. There are no words in the English, French, or any language to describe how thankful and appreciative I am of all of you. And I did want to take this time to also say that since you're watching this, I got my Sony Vegas working. There was an issue I had with Sony Vegas. Turned out it was a corrupt installation file with an update that I did with it, and I'm just happy that it's working again. That's why there haven't been any videos. I've been able to record. Recording hasn't been an issue. It's been editing and, you know, rendering and uploading. That's been the issue. But now that's solved, I got it all worked out, and videos this week should return to the normal schedule, especially since Titanfall is releasing this week. Titanfall comes out midnight, or, 12 a.m. on Tuesday, so I will be playing it immediately. I don't know if I'm going to stream it just yet, or I'm going to record videos with it. I'm probably going to stream it. I don't know yet. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with Titanfall, but I will be playing it the moment that Origin says you can play this. I will be playing it. It's already preloaded. It's already ready to go. I'm ready to go with that. So we're going to be seeing Titanfall coming. I have a lot of stuff planned for Titanfall, and I have a lot of stuff planned in general. 4,000 subscribers, hitting a milestone always recharges the way you feel about what you want to do. It always gets you fired up and ready to go to keep going more, and that's exactly how I feel right now. I just want to throw content at you as quickly as possible and just spam your inboxes. Even though that's probably not the best idea, and probably not what I'm going to do, I am going to start uploading a lot more frequently this week because I got Sony Vegas fixed. I need that. It's a tool that I require. So that's a thing, but yeah, hitting the 4,000 subs has really just kind of I just feel recharged. I feel like that spark is back, and I just want to do more, and I'm in a good place right now. I'm in a really good place. I'm really, really happy. But as I promised with my 4,000 subscriber video, I would show you my setup, my gaming setup and everything. And there are a couple things that are happening with that, because I am doing it. But I have to use the webcam you're watching right now, so I'm going to have to plug it into a different port and, pan it around, because I was unable to acquire an actual video camera of some kind or something. I wonder if you can hear that going on upstairs right now. I don't know. But I couldn't acquire an actual video camera, so I have to use the webcam, and because I can't use this microphone, you're not going to be able to get the sound quality. I have to use this, which, I mean, it's not the worst quality, but it's nothing like this. I mean, this is really good quality for what it is. This, not so much, but, it'll work. I'll just sound different. I won't sound as clear and cut, but it's not going to be horrible, like, potato audio, I hope. But I have to use that, because I don't have any other mic. I mean, I could use this for the recording, but it'll be really inconsistent, because I'll be moving. This it won't be as high quality, but at least it'll be consistent volume-wise, and I'll be able to have it on and talk and everything. So that's what you're going to see. That's what that's going to be. So please enjoy it. Thank you all so much. I'm happy. I'm happy. But now I actually have to clean my desk up before I record this setup video. So I will see you all in a minute, or an hour, or however long this is going to take. Okay, let's do this. I probably sound very, very, very different right now, but hopefully I don't sound bad. I don't think I'll sound too awful bad, and this is probably the microphone I'll end up using for a backup if something ever happens to the one that I use for recording. But this is the door that comes into, this is not the door that goes into, this is the door that comes into my workspace. On the other side of it is a pantry where we have like a crock pots and food and other stuff that, actually I'll just show you that really quick. It's, you can see right there, that's our pantry. But you go from that door, from our dining room, into that pantry, and then you come into here, and this is, that's the door. Yeah, there you go. But this is a poster that I got when I pre-ordered Call of Duty Ghosts, and it is a really nice poster. I really like the look of that. I have really mixed feelings about Ghost, but I really like that poster, and it looks really good on the door there, and it helps me mark my territory. But when you come in that door and you go to your right, you see my workspace here. Now, I share this workspace with a workshop, but the workshop is mostly my father-in-law, so you won't see the entire space down here. You'll just see my area, and that's because the other stuff isn't really mine to show, and I don't feel comfortable showing other people's property, you know, on here. You understand, but I pretty much am down here all, you know, by myself. He very rarely comes down here now. He moved all of his important stuff to other areas that he can easily access. So it is pretty much my private space to use, with the very, 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 very rare interruption. But this is my setup. This is my setup right here. Here is my computer, and this is my baby. I built this thing years ago. Probably 4, maybe even 5 years ago. I built this computer before I even came to Canada, and this case is been there the whole time. I mean, I've gone through multiple graphics cards, motherboards, RAM, everything, but this case has been through all of it. It is a Cooler Master HAF 930 medium, I believe. It's like 930 or 920, and it is the best case I have ever seen for a computer. It has these ports in the front, which a lot of people don't like these because they're not angled, but you can see where I have it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt anything. It's metal. It is completely metal. It is toolless, 100% toolless. You don't need any tools to open it up and work with it unless you're removing a fan, which it looks a little dirtier than it really is, but it's old. It's years old, so of course there's going to be a little bit of staining and a little bit of dirt there that you can't really get rid of, but I do keep it clean. I do keep it clean, and I keep it running smooth. That's very important. And I mean, I've gone through probably 4 or 5 different iterations of this machine, all with the same case. If you ever build a computer, I suggest investing in a very, very good case, because a case will be with your computer pretty much for as long as you have that computer. Unless there's some major innovation or major change in the way computers are built in the next couple of years, you're going to have that computer or at least that case, for life, if you get a really good case. I'm probably never going to replace this case. If I get another computer, a second one, I'll probably get the exact same case. This is, I can't explain how amazing that is and how awesome it is. And let's see, let's just go through everything. Let's just go through it all. I have my Xbox right here, which actually plugs into my computer. If you go back here, there is an HDMI port in my capture card. I hope you can see that just fine. Right there. And that's where my Xbox plugs in. And then what I do is I turn on the capture card software, AverMedia, on my screen, and I can play the Xbox on this monitor. And the capture card, usually when you have a capture card, the capture card itself does the recording. It records the game and does all of that for you. Well, unfortunately, that capture card is a piece of junk, at least nowadays. When it was new, it was really good. But nowadays, it's a piece of junk. It can't record anything very well. So what I do is actually use Fraps. The overlay, the software that I use to play the games that I watch with, is Fraps compatible. Actually, let me go ahead and open, see if I can open that up really quick. This software right here, AverMedia, it is, if I turn on the Xbox, you will see, let's give it a second. If I turn on the Xbox, see that it pops up right here, and this little marker up in the left-hand corner, I hope you can see that, I can't see what I'm doing, is the Fraps indicator. So I can full screen this, and I can record whatever I'm doing with Fraps with that. That's how I do it. That's how I bypass that, is I use Fraps. Now, I actually already did this part of the video about 15 minutes ago, and it got cut off at a really weird section. I don't know why, but it got cut off right here, so I'm going to go ahead and actually cut to that. This is Oblivion. I've been wanting to reinstall that because I never really played Oblivion, and I was looking at its class system, and it seems much better than Skyrim's, and a little more fun than Skyrim. They really stripped the Elder Scrolls down from this entry to the next one. So they did that with Morrowind. Morrowind was really stripped down to make Oblivion, but Oblivion had a massive improvement on the combat. I don't think Skyrim had improvements that justify the stripping down of it. I actually think they need to start returning to their roots a little bit more now that they've gotten their combat down, at least for what it is. And that's for a Dungeons & Dragons, well, not D&D, but a Pathfinder campaign. I'm going to be DMing a campaign with my friends. That's just the first basic tavern they all meet in. You know, you gotta start in a tavern. It's just a thing you have to do. That's actually from the Poké Center in New York, that Pikachu. My speakers, this is where I just keep some stuff, you know, stuff I have to get to, like batteries are in there, some receipts, and other stuff. I have a Nintendo Wii here, which I actually don't use. It's not plugged in, but I'd like to get it working. But I think it looks nice right there. And I want to get it working because of GameCube titles, because I like GameCube a lot. Okay, top shelf. These tractors actually belong to my grandfather. I played with them when I was just a little tiny kid at his place, and I've just kind of kept them as an heirloom and a thing to remember him by, because they're a thing from my childhood, and I really was close to my grandfather. He was a very important person in my life. He passed away when I was 13. I was either turning 13 or I was turning 14, and he passed away. And so I've kept those all these years, and this is actually from him as well. He used to be in charge of a place called Heinold. It was a pig farm, and they started a thing called the pig races, which you can see right there, the pig racing team. They would put an Oreo at one end of a track, and the pigs would race down this track to get to this Oreo, and he was on national television for it at one point. And that's a key ring that I like to keep around. I think I have another one. One I keep up here, and the other I actually use as a key ring. These are just junk. I just throw things in there. Paper. You can never have enough paper. Up here is the only Xbox 360 games that I own. You can see that I don't own very much. Fable 3 came with this Xbox. I do not really enjoy that title. I barely played it. Bulletstorm I got for cheap of the BioShock games I have here, but I've played them on PC, so I don't really touch those. Fallout New Vegas, I couldn't stand playing it with a controller because I'm so used to Fallout 3 on my PC and modding it and everything. I couldn't get through it. But I have the Gears of War 1 and 2. I never played 3 or any of the others, even though I probably should have. I have all my Halos here. This Halo 3 actually doesn't work. I had to download the one on Xbox Live. This one it just doesn't work. It was a used copy. But I keep it here just for looks. That I actually found in the States just a few months ago. The last time I went to the States in Ohio was at Walmart, of all places. You know, that was a wonderful find. And Too Human, they don't make those. You know, they had to destroy those, so that's a nice thing to have. And this is a piece of pride for my collection right here. There's a glare. Super Mario Brothers 3. I want to get that framed and put up on the wall or something. That's mine. I'm happy about that. Well, it's not mine. It was my wife's. We found it in the crawl space, but I I want to keep that. I don't want to get rid of that. That's important to me. And that is, it was here when I moved here as my wife's, but I just use it as a weight to keep the games from falling over, just like this box over here and this can of Duff from New York City, Duff energy drink that I never opened. And this right here is actually my PC games. The play discs. I don't have all the installation discs, those are in storage, but this way I don't have to keep all of these for my PC games up here, because there's probably 40 discs in here of games. Tons of games, and that's just a real convenient way. I have all the CD keys for installations if it's just one disc and everything that I need. It's all right there. Let's see. What else do we have here, since you probably want to see everything? Oh, this curtain doesn't stay drawn. This curtain right here doesn't stay drawn. I draw it out when I'm doing stuff like this, when I'm doing the podcast and just doing vlogs and anything with the camera. It's actually on a track you can see up there. I apologize. Like I said, it is 5:30 in the morning. I am exhausted. It's on the track right there, so I can just retract it as I need it. That way it doesn't get in the way. And it does also kind of close this off into more of an office-style space, and it does make it a little more professional from certain angles to see this space in this manner. And it makes it so it doesn't have that look and feel of a workshop. Even though there's pegboard and everything all through here and, you know, stuff that there wasn't room to move, but it's out of the way. I actually use the pegboard actually for my microphone, my recording microphone. It sits on these tracks, and I just pull it out when I need it, and it sits right here, and I sit about at this angle, and I speak into it, and it's off to my side, but it's still close enough it picks up my audio pretty well. And I just slide it against the wall so that it's not in my way when I'm doing stuff. There's another piece of Heinold. It's a pig calendar, 1988 pinup calendar of pigs. That's another thing that I'm keeping around. My mother found that. And just a thing of my grandpa. But you can see I got a little bit of, I spilled some pop, kind of, in a way, and because it was up here, and it fell and splashed, and it was a mess. It was a mess. But you probably noticed my keyboard too is missing a couple of keys. I have no idea where these went. I have no idea. The home key I actually moved over to the page up key, because for Fraps, page up is my record, and page down changes the positioning of the what's the frames, the thing that says, hey, this is, you're getting 30 FPS. And I don't know where my F2 key is, which I would love to know where that is, but I have no idea. But I mean, this is just a basic, you know, Dell keyboard, as you can see. I used to have a gaming keyboard, but it ran its course. It ran out, it died. It just died. It was old after a while. You know, spacebar didn't work really well. And don't let anybody tell you that you need a gaming keyboard or a gaming mouse. That is a complete lie. Even when you're playing in tournaments and stuff, until you get to the really super high-end professional side of gaming, you don't need anything special. And even then, these kind of keyboards can work well for you. The only problem I have with this one is that certain keys can't be pressed simultaneously. So, and this is actually does impact gaming. So like if I'm sprinting forward with Shift and holding W to run forward, I cannot press the 2 key. They cannot all be pressed at the same time, which means if I'm trying to run forward and I try to switch a weapon, it doesn't work. I have to either let go of Shift or I have to let go of W and then press 2, which has gotten me killed in games. But I mean, I've gotten used to it, and you don't really need that. And like I said here, just a basic Logitech mouse, that's the M100, that's like a $12 mouse. I mean, people will try to tell you that a better mouse will make you a better gamer, and potentially that's true. Better equipment will help you, but there is so much more than just accuracy and your equipment that makes you a player. You know, there's everything, positioning, the way you approach everything. There's so many things that go into it, so many factors, that until you get to a specific point in like professional gaming, this is fine for you. Now, granted, the only thing I would say is that having a mouse, just for convenience purposes, that has thumb buttons. Excuse me, I just coughed. I'm going to have to edit that. Having thumb buttons is very, very, very convenient. A very convenient thing. I really suggest getting thumb buttons on a mouse. You can get those cheap, too. Generally like 20 bucks. You don't need a super high-end gaming mouse. You really don't. You can also see this is on my World of Warcraft Cataclysm mousepad, which I have mixed feelings about Cataclysm, but I love Deathwing artwork. I love the artwork of Deathwing. This is really worn down now, but just the design of Deathwing, I love to death. I love Deathwing. He is such a well-designed dragon. Oh, what else? So you can see I have two power strips, one back there, one down here. That one controls, or powers the computer and the Xbox, and I believe one of the monitors, and this one over here handles the speakers, the other monitor, and something else. I can't quite remember. And this is actually where I hang my headset up. I hang my headset up on this so it's just easy to grab and it's out of the way at times, and I fish the cord through here so that it stays out of the way, but I can't do that right now because I'm moving around. So normally my cord for my headset comes like down through here, up through here, and then my headset is actually hanging on this one. It's actually hanging there, which it's nice. I really, really, really like it. It keeps it out of the way, keeps it really nice and clean. The only other things to show you, well, my trash can, which is, I actually put a trash bag in it for you guys. You should feel very, very special. And the last thing, I have a whiteboard. This, I just got this recently. Well, I didn't get it. My wife got it. And she was going to use it for art supplies because she has taken up painting, but she got a better one. She got a better one that's better for painting supplies and actually made for painting. So I got this, and I've kind of taken it to holding all of my stuff in it. Like, here's my old graphics card. Wavebird controller, best controller ever made. I love this. It would be better for FPS if it didn't have the notched sides. But for just basic gaming, like, this is better for everything except FPS. In every way. And a Wiimote, because I want to try and play with it to get it working on a PC, because you can do that. I need a Bluetooth adapter for my PC. Here's where I keep my Turtle Beaches for the Xbox. I plug those in when I need them. Down here is just some stuff. Like I said, this is new. I haven't filled it in yet. But I have a bunch of wires and stuff that I want to move over into here. Let's see, what else was... one more thing. Here's where I keep controller stuff. You can see that there's a wire tape here. It's an old controller. Things like that happen. I have a battery pack for it, but I actually use the, it's not wired, but it has the, adapter to plug it into the Xbox. Because, I mean, I'm right here. Why use batteries? You know, why risk that? Why have batteries die in the middle of a game? Why? And I have another controller here, as well as a PS4 controller that actually works really well. My backup drive and everything, and you always have screwdrivers. Always really good to have. So, that's everything. That's my gaming setup. I'm very fortunate to have exactly what I have here. It works very well for me. It really helps me get through videos and get stuff done. And it's a place beforehand, I only had the desk and the shelf, and it was in the living room by the television and everything, and it was a distraction for my wife, and it was really nice to move everything into here and just have this space for me, and it's been working wonders, as you've been able to tell, because 4,000 subs. 4,000 subs. There are a few things I would like to add to this area. I mean, I'm going to have the Xbox One probably right here when Destiny and Halo, or the next Halo game come out. The Halo for the Xbox One, which is looking to be a Halo 2 remake, pretty much all but confirmed at this point. And I want to have a battery backup that can shut my machine down, or at least can sustain it during quick power flashes, because I've been in the middle of recording, or not recording, but like recording, it wouldn't matter if I had a battery backup, but in the middle of editing, and I've had the power go out, or in the middle of a render, the power just goes out for 1 second and then comes back on, and that crashes everything. And having a battery backup to prevent that would be absolutely wonderful. And that's probably one of the first things I'm going to invest in whenever, if ever, I get partnered and I can justify spending more money on the channel. But yeah, that's everything. I hope you really enjoyed this. I mean, I'm happy to share this. 4,000 subscribers. That's amazing. I am so blessed. I am so thankful. I am so happy. All of you are just magnificent, magnificent people. So if you have any questions about any of this stuff, no, you can't see in these drawers, but if you have any questions about anything, you'd like to know anything, just let me know. Let me know, and thank you all so much for all of the support and all just subscribing, watching videos, everything. Even if you just watch an occasional video, you've helped. You've contributed. So I appreciate everything from everybody, and thank you all so much. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and I'll see you next time.